right, so this is my second official day working in Beehiiv, getting our newsletter going. I've been playing around with some branding stuff, imagery, and kind of overall style of it. So I went through publication and the settings and kind of worked on the design today. I'm going to show everybody where I got to with this. If I can find it from the dashboard, hold on. I thought there was a design. Okay, I wish I knew that was there before. So if I go to my publication in the admin, so this is my color palette right now, which is not actually what I wanted, and I manually changed all these things. But so if I go to my publication design, this is my publication settings. Let me go to this design lab. Okay, so this is where I got. So this is called the design lab. I don't remember because I was working on it early this morning before I had to get going. But this is where we're going with this. They've got it kind of laid out as the newsletter would be, with all the default functionality and all the elements in here, so you can style as you go. I really like this top-down experience. I know it seems like a lot for a lot of people, but the nice thing about it is as you're scrolling down, you can see each of the elements that you're working through, and it kind of gives you a chance to like focus on one thing at a time. So even the body text and stuff like that up here, like you have your titles, you have your header and your image. You can work through the font styles, how you want your hyperlinks to look and all that. And they just give you a placeholder that has all the elements so you can check it out. Instead of like in a WordPress site or something like that, generally you get a template that's empty, or you get a theme that has a lot of content and it's kind of configured in a weird way, so you don't get to figure it out. So they just use this sidebar kind of pattern for all the settings. They give you really simple controls. It's a lot of little things to tweak, but the process of working top to bottom was pretty easy, from my perspective anyway. And we ended up with something that looked pretty cool based on this little rocket guy we came up with named Launchy. So yeah, we've got different block quote styles, we've got list styles, we've got table styles, we've got how we want the images to show up, we've even got embed settings if we want to play with those, and button styles too. So overall, this was a pretty easy process. I worked through it, let's say, a morning and a half. I finished out some of the last little details earlier today, and it was pretty easy to work with. So I haven't gone back and figured out my importing users or how I'm going to start my audience in here yet, but the setting up my newsletter itself and setting up the publication was super easy. For anybody who hasn't done it yet, I guess the way to go through this is actually go to website first, and then you would set your color palette, and then you would set your layouts and your actual theme and some of this stuff. I just did this all manually in the design lab, so that was a little weird for me. If I had known, and maybe for them they could put website above design lab, or they can move some of this stuff into the design lab. But overall, it was pretty easy. So I'll work through some of this next. I like that they do have some advanced settings hidden and out of the way just to get you through. So they're finding a good balance between giving you enough control to make the design look the way you want it, and not giving you so much control that you get overwhelmed. But I was pretty happy with that experience overall in Beehiiv, so we'll keep working on this.